What are you working for? Many people are working for money. Many people work for money, yet the rich has the money work for them. Yes, we are working for money because that's the easiest way to do it. But how long are we going to work for money? My name is TJ, and this is Financial Motivation. Ahmed is one of my friends, and he pulled me aside and he told me a very good story, and I would like to share the story with you guys. So he said to me, "Johnson, what is a salary?" And I said, "That's my income." And he said, "No, a salary is not your income. A salary is only a living allowance." And I asked him, "Can you please explain to me what that means?" He said to me that he got a job, and his first job was paying him $1,000, and he was very happy about it because for him, $1,000 was okay. But for him earning that kind of money, he never managed to save anything or to start anything aside. With a $1,000 salary, Ahmed was yearning for 500 more. And he said to me, he thought that if he could just get 500 more, he could start saving. As it is, Ahmed got a $500 increase, and with the 1,500, he couldn't even save. And I asked him why, and he told me that, "You know what, Johnson, at that particular point in time, a lot of things changed in my life. I used never to buy my girlfriend flowers, but at this point, I was now buying my girlfriend flowers." And I said, "Oh." And he said to me that 2 years later, he even managed to get his salary up to $5,000 a month. But all in all, he couldn't even save or start something on the other side. And I asked him what the reason. He told me again, expectations of my family, my car changed, my house changed, everything that I was doing, my 5,000 was just enough for me. And he told me that a salary is not a good thing. So most of us are always waiting for the 30 days to get that salary. Is it enough for you? Is it an income? No, it's not. It's a living allowance. Many people are very comfortable with the salary. And many people with a salary will always complain. They will complain about their bosses. They will complain about their jobs, and even complain about the salary. They would blame the government. They would blame the economy. And most of all, they will say that the rich people are crooks. They have all the energy to blame other people but themselves. Take responsibility. It's your time. Grow, get a lot of information, and even start a stream of income for yourself. The painful part about the salary story is that there is a high chance that we may pass down this trend to our children. And as you know, the children are people who rarely listen. They copy what their parents do. So they will copy the salary trend from you. They will complain about their salaries. They will complain about not having enough money. And it's also going to catch on their children. So generations and generations will go through this one. Well, don't you think that it is a time that you take responsibility? Grow a mainstream that is going to give you income so that we can cut this generational gap, so that we do not have poverty that is going to spill over into the next generation. Take responsibility, create an income. People are not even afraid of getting a job where they can get a low salary, but they actually have a fear of not getting a job and not earning even a living allowance. Most of the people are very comfortable in getting these jobs because it is fear that drives them. If it is fear, what about fear of poverty? What about fear of being broke and poor? Settling for a salary is not the best thing that you can do. It's not only just for security, but people usually want to play it safe and feel secure. Yet, that's not the best thing that we can do for the next generations. Don't you think that this is time to set a trend that they can later copy? You remember? They love to copy. You can ask the question that, when I go to a job, I'm going to get a lot of raises. I'm going to get promoted. I'm going to get a house. I'm going to negotiate my salary. Well, if you tell me about negotiating your salary, I'll only simply tell you that you're begging for money. because it is somebody who is going to give you that raise in salary. So my drive here is not simply for you to be a beggar as far as money is concerned, but for you to actually be a giver. Well, there's happiness in giving. At least if you become an employer, you're a giver. You're going to give a lot of people You're going to give a lot of people money. Well, this is the right time for you to start. Remember, in the other video, we talked about the world of materials. Gather all your things together. The world of information. Gather the information together. And let your voice tell you that I'm going to do it. Because in the business, it's going to be hard. But we're going to try as much as possible to work with integrity and to get the results. It's time to start. I have seen and I've heard many people complain about their employees. And yet, on the other hand, they'll say, I've got 20 years working for this guy. I've got 20 years experience. Let's look at your experience. Motivated by the fear of not having money and settling for that salary, which you complain day in and day out. In that 20 years, have you really looked at what your experience is like? Some of the 20 years experience is simply filing papers. Some of the 20 years is simply doing the same thing over and over again. Putting shoelaces into a shoe. Most of these experiences are very specialized and they cannot be transferred to somewhere else and they can give you value. But if you create your own experience coming from your own job, something that you do for yourself, that experience can easily be transferred to some other aspects. And the best person it can be transferred to is the kids, remember? So for the next generation, let's get this income coming. I'm working for money. You're working for money. It's time to stop it. It is the dawn in which we're going to set up something in which money is going to work for us. It's time to unlearn a lot of things that we've been taught that has misled us over the years. My name is TJ, and let me tell you this. Align your ambition with work, discipline, information, and integrity, and then you will have the legacy that you have always wanted. See you next time.